mayong udto kanatong tenen. As we join the Feast of the Archangels today and the celebration in the Universal Church, and there are also a good number of towns celebrating their town fiesta today, especially in Argao and Sambuan, who's celebrating the feast of Saint Michael. However, the biblical archangels are actually God's manifestation of His transcendence and care, where Michael is considered as the prince of all the angels and always associated as God, the protector of God's people, where Gabriel, of course, in the Bible, he is the messenger from God. And Raphael, from the book, particularly from the book of Tobit, he is associated with God's remedy and healing powers. However, part of our being Catholics, we always believe on angels, and these are spiritual beings, and they are with God. And if we believe on angels, we also believe on the fallen angels, where their cunnings are always at play in forms of temptations of making us to believe on half-truths and taking it as an absolute truth. For that is the weapon of the fallen angels, to deceive us. And that is why they are called the Prince of Lies. They are presenting lies to us. Ang mga demonyo, ang ila harag yun nga weapon, mao ang mga bakak o mga lingla. Aron kita nga mada sa mga bakak o lingla, then we will be under their clutches. And yet, the good angels, the archangels, including as well our guardian angels, are those who would expose the lies of our spiritual enemies. And they would guard us from the moral harms that costs on these lies. Ug mao kini ang atong mga anghel. Sila ang mo expose, because whenever a lie is being exposed, it loses its grip on us. It loses their control over us. Kay kung mingon ta, nasayod man ko nga bakak ni, unya ako lang gihapon nga gituman, samot na gyud ta nga ma-fall into the trap of our enemies. But if we know and resist by the aid of our spiritual angels, and we will fight over against the temptations and the lures and the lies from our spiritual enemies, then most likely we will win over. Morning, magdebosyon yun ta sa mga anghel. Dili lang magdebosyon ta sa botilya ni San Miguel, no? Kay di niya anghel atong makitaan kung ato nang mahurot, no? And therefore today, we thank the Universal Church of reminding us of the power of the angels in our life, their influence over our spiritual maturity and growth, and most especially when it comes in our enduring and constant battle against the forces of evil, malice, and lies. Amen.